within a small organization, right? A mid-sized company, 15 to 25 people, under 200. A single IT person that's running an IT company, if they're going to be implementing a large project, would it be feasible for that person to handle day-to-day IT while also handling that project? What would that look like? Is it going to be a disaster?
I mean, which thing do you want done when? Like, you're going to have to pick. That's why we walk into places a lot of time and there's an IT project that's been going on for a year. It's because somebody's trying to do it in their extra time. And the thing that's urgent or immediate is always going to take the place of the long-term project. So, I mean, years and years ago now, we established just different teams that work on those kinds of IT work. Because it's different work. There's people that have to be quick and work on the daily issues, and then there's people that have to be strategic and build and migrate the projects that change the technology of the company so that they don't just drag on and on and on.
The people that are implementing those projects, Hank, do you think there's a benefit in them having a project manager or someone that's leading that team as well, or do you think it'd be feasible for those guys to figure out what to do when while also juggling that project?
Yeah, I mean, in that case, you really always want to have somebody managing it. We've seen it work a few ways where, maybe a project resource can do both, but it's not as ideal as having a dedicated person on, managing the tasks. You want your technicians working on the technical stuff, knocking it out and moving on to the next step, to the next thing. So.
And Doug, to kind of touch base on the point that you had mentioned, it sounds like it could be very expensive if that one person is making that project last, 6 months to a year longer than it should be. There's resources that are falling through the cracks and they're not doing their job as efficiently.
Yeah, and if the business made a decision to implement something new, there was a reason, and they want to reap the benefit of that thing they bought or that part they want to put in place. They want to reap the benefit of that quickly. They don't want to reap the benefit of that over a year-long project that one department at a time kind of thing. Honestly, to see the benefits, technology moves fast, so you want to hurry and get the thing implemented and start using it to get your money out of it, because you're going to invest in something and then potentially, lose warranty, lose productivity, lose whatever the benefit was of implementing that solution, all the while maybe even paying for the old solution still. So there's a lot of benefit to getting a project to just get done, go from the old thing to the new thing and start using the new thing and keep moving forward.
That person would be absolutely miserable too.
Yeah.
That would be a god-awful existence. And it's the right tool, right job kind of thing. There are people who are skilled in project management and make things easier. I can absolutely get this nail on the wall with a wrench. I shouldn't, but I could.
Just because you can doesn't mean you shouldn't.
Right.
Yeah. Andrew, with those projects that are being implemented, I think there's a piece of it as well that is reliant on the supply chain. We were talking about ordering. What is a project and ordering? How does that go hand in hand right now, ordering those different pieces?
Well, Hank gets to actually speak better to this one, but I do know the lead times on servers is rather hilarious right now.
Yeah, it really is. And that's a good point. That's part of the conversation I'm having is, hey, we don't have to do this right now, but we should really go ahead and just approve it right now. So that way we can get stuff on order, because it'll take 4 to 5 months possibly to get a server in or even a switch.
So let's go ahead and make the decision to move forward. We're probably not going to work the project until, a few months from now. But that's kind of the conversation I'm having to have right now.
So a business, if their server breaks tomorrow and they weren't planning for that, if they're not, having that in the pipeline, they could be in trouble.
Yeah, I hope you have good backups, right? Because that's kind of where it's at. If there's a hard fail, we want to work backups, that sort of thing. On-prem, cloud if necessary. But you're right. In the meantime, we're still going to be having to order that server, so we're going to be having to do that anyway. Now you're looking at expediting fees if you can even get them delivered any sooner, that sort of thing. So additional cost, downtime. You name it, it's not good. You want to plan accordingly.
And that's why we do the roadmaps to get that out in front so far ahead.
Yeah.
It's like getting a Tesla, except it won't catch on fire later.
Yeah, we do. We say that it's not. Don't prepare for vehicle maintenance, right? Because if your car breaks down, hey, I'm going to call an Uber and I'll be fine. But airplane maintenance is what we're going for, right? So, you want to be changing that part when the serviceable life is up and replacing what you need at the time that you need.
Yeah, we do, just like an airplane, you do maintenance on purpose when it's on the ground. You don't do maintenance while it's in the air, and you plan it ahead of time.